subscribe and hit the bell icon for any future upload. And also, relax and enjoy the experience.
What is up guys, Seth here, back with another video after a really long time, and it's my mistake since I had a lot of school related work going on. But now I've completed all that work and I've completely devoted myself to studying a lot and making YouTube videos just like this one. So why don't we get into today's video, which is a what's on my phone video. Now if you remember and if you follow MKBHD, which I think you probably should, he made a video, a what's on my smartphone video 2018. So I thought, why don't I do a video just like that? And here we are. So to start things off, I would like to say that my daily driver and the smartphone of choice at this point would be the Honor 6X. And by far, it might not be the smartphone of 2017 where bezel-less displays were trending. It is the smartphone of 2016 where dual cameras were actually trending. So, to start things off, this is the Honor 6X. It is an amazing device and I personally love it. Although it is a bit fragile, so I have added a case. Originally, I was thinking of going with a Spigen case, which was in fact available, but it was more expensive than this one. And it had all the features that a Spigen case would, including a kickstand, so I could watch movies or videos or YouTube videos just like this one. This, I really don't know what the name of this case is, but I'll link it down in the video description. I might not link a lot of things there, but I linked the case and the smartphone down below. And the screen protector that I'm using on this device is the one that came pre-applied, so I haven't changed anything since, because this hasn't worn off yet. Now of course, to start off the video, let's start off from the lock screen, which of course is nothing but the simple plain EMUI lock screen. I use it only because I could use the fingerprint scanner there. Now of course, my smartphone's lock screen has nothing big. It uses the stock EMUI lock screen, which has the usual stuff, clock and date on the right hand corner, along with a step count and a motivational note, which I have personally set to relax and enjoy the experience. So anyway, on the right corner you have the shortcut to access the camera app, which is an amazing touch. Up top we have the notification bar. So unlocking this device, so to start things off, this is my home screen. I'm using the stock EMUI launcher, so nothing big there. If I'm bored with this, I move to Nova Launcher, which is great. I have a custom theme set there. This is my stock launcher. This has EMUI 5.0 built in with an over Android 7.0 Nougat. So to start things off, up top I have the clock widget, which shows me the time, the date, my location, as well as the weather. Although it's not that accurate, at least it shows me what kind of weather, whether it's hot or it's cold. At least it shows me a gist of what kind of weather to expect further on the day. Down below that I have the usual Google search bar, which of course I only use to search on Google, and of course to get my regular Google feed, which of course has a lot of cinema news, and then again I also have some tech news, so that's what I use Google feed for. There are occasional political news just to keep in with the regular politics. But then moving on down below, we have my music player app of choice, Google Play Music, which I have recently subscribed to. Below Google Play Music I have Google Keep, which is my note-making application of choice, and that's also the place where I write down shopping lists and grocery lists. So, in case of a quick note or a short note, I have Google Keep. Moving on, I have my two messaging applications of choice, one of them being WhatsApp and the other being Facebook Messenger. So WhatsApp I use on a regular basis as much as an iOS user would use iMessage. Whether it's an Android or an iOS device, you can back up and continue from your new device. So that's pretty much simple when it comes to WhatsApp. Below that I have Messenger, on which a few of my friends are, and the best part about Messenger that WhatsApp isn't best at is when you're receiving media, it doesn't get saved to the image, rather you can only view that media online. But with WhatsApp, it saves that media to your device, hence filling up your storage. So that's kind of a negative point to me, and That's why I use both WhatsApp and Messenger. So yeah, there we go. Moving on. Next up, why don't we talk about Instagram, which is my main application of choice for social media publishers. And the best part is, when I upload any photo to Instagram, I could easily just post that same image on Twitter and Facebook at the same time from the Instagram application itself. So that way, it's completely amazing and it's really usable. I really love Instagram just because of that one usability feature. Moving on, next up down below, I've got YouTube Studio, and I really don't know any YouTube creator that does not have YouTube Studio on their smartphone. The main reason I use YouTube Studio is to read your guys' comments, all the comments that you've put down below. I read that, and most times I try to reply to them since I don't get that many comments. So I try to reply to almost every comment that I get. Moving on, next up I've got Fitbit, and as you can see here, I've got a Fitbit Surge, and in order to record all the data that I've got from my Fitbit Surge to this device and keep it all as a data log, I use Fitbit, which is amazing. It does provide you with a lot of data. I really love the Fitbit application ever since its major update on the Overlook. Moving on, I have my FitnessPal, which I actually use to, record my everyday calorie consumption. So that's why I use my FitnessPal. Moving down to the dock, which has the applications that I use a lot most often. Starting off with the Dialer, which is the phone application, and then I've got SMS Organizer by Microsoft, which is this amazing application that categorizes all the SMSs or messages that you receive into transactional, personal, or promotional messages. For OTPs, which arrive a lot, it also organizes them in the transactional section, and if you get an OTP notification, in the notification center, you'd be presented with a big notification containing the OTP and a copy button, which you could copy and paste the OTP onto. Hence, makes your job a lot more simpler. In between, we've got the app drawer button, which sends you to the app drawer. And of course, I've got the camera application, stock camera application, nothing big. Then I've got the Google Play Store app. I know what that's used for, and I hope you guys too. Moving on to the next page, I've got this huge widget from Google Calendar, and I use this to organize and place all the important events that are yet to come and some reminders. So yeah, that's my main reason why I use Google Calendar, and it's really versatile since whatever event I save on the calendar is synced up with all the calendars that I access, even if I log in with my Microsoft computer and go on to Microsoft's calendar application. Right beside that, I have a column of 5 applications. Up top, I have Photos, which is the Google Gallery application. It's better than the stock gallery application, so I find myself using that a lot now. And then of course, I've got Facebook, which is technically nothing but a social media application that I've started using rarely nowadays. So well, that's Facebook. Moving down to the bottom, I've got Gmail, and on Gmail, you know what Gmail is used for, getting email updates and so on and so forth. That's the usual stuff, just organizing my email. I used to use Inbox, but then I didn't like Inbox very much. I moved to Gmail. The regular Gmail application is okay. Then I've got Twitter. So the most reason I would use Twitter is either to post my Instagram posts or to actually just, go through the feed. Below that, I've got the Maps application for navigating and getting traffic updates every now and then. Moving on to the next page, I've got this huge widget from Wunderlist, and I use Wunderlist as a task manager application. I use it to keep and manage all the tasks that I've got up hand. And I've got a separate task place to store my videos, which I'm not gonna disclose yet. And below that, I've got a few applications, one of which being is Send Anywhere, which is an application that I use to send files from my phone to my computer, or my computer to my phone, or from my phone to another phone. And I may not explain this well, but I know a guy, Mr. Who's the Boss. I'll link this video somewhere around here. The next application is Ola Cabs, which is like Uber but for India, and it's only available in India. And of course, since Uber is not available in Trichy, I'd rather say that I use Ola cabs a lot more than Uber here. So yeah, that's there. Next up on the list, I've got YouTube. So YouTube, it's an amazing application, guys. It's a place where there are so many channels, more than what your DTH or cable provider can provide to you. There are millions of those guys out there. And personally, I'm one of those guys in the channel. So if you like, check it out. I personally love YouTube, so yeah. Next up down below is Amazon Prime Video. And yes, I am a recent and new Amazon Prime member, and it also comes with the Amazon Prime features, including Amazon Prime Video. So after that, the next application that I've got is Shazam. So Shazam is an amazing application that allows you to detect what kind of music is playing around in the background. And the best part is Shazam even works with the mildest of music. Next off, down below is Speed Test. I use it to test the speeds of my internet connection at my home, and usually at an average I get 16 megabytes of download speed, 16 to 20 megabytes. Sometimes I'd get 2 megabytes of upload speed, which is fairly enough for uploading 1080p video in like an hour or two, but sometimes it really feels super slow. Next up on the list is Google Opinion Rewards, which is an amazing application by Google. This basically works off of Google Pay balance. So the thing here is weekly, or like 2 days in a week, rarely, but weekly I get a notification telling me that there is a new survey, and all you gotta do is answer those surveys, and in reward Google will give you a tiny amount of money. If you're in the United States, they'd give you in cents, but since I'm in India, they give me maximum per survey, they give me 10 rupees on usual, but rarely on a max I get 30 to 40 rupees, so that is just on a rare occasion, but this is mostly what I get. And below that, I've got Amazon Shopping. You all know what Amazon is, the main place where everyone shops. Moving on to the app drawer, let's just check out the other apps. And here I've got Aftership. So that's their Allo. Well, I used to use it, but it wasn't the best. I mean, when compared to WhatsApp, I didn't like Allo that much. Then I've got Android Authority and Bbomb, which are my tech news app of choice, second to Twitter or Facebook or whatever. And beside that, I've got this application, AutoHash. AutoHash is an application that gives you hashtags to your photos, basically for Instagram. And then I've got Backdrops, which is an amazing application for wallpapers. And then I've got Book My Show for booking tickets to the movies. I've got Boomerang for, those GIFs for Instagram that I use every now and then. Google Calendar, the Camera Connect application, which I use to connect to my camera in case I want to transfer images immediately to my phone and edit off my phone, or if I want to control my camera's picture mode through the phone. So that's there. Then I've got Google Drive, Dropbox, and Dropbox I'm planning on letting go because it isn't actually the best backing up software. Especially when Google Drive and OneDrive are there, they give you free gigabytes, 15 gigabytes for free, and if you want more than 15 gigabytes, you gotta pay. But with Dropbox, you only get 2 gigabytes free, so that's the worst they could do. I've got Duo, which I don't use that much, but I have eBay, Excel, Facebook, Files Go for freeing up the storage on my phone and speeding it up a bit. So I do use Files Go every now and then, and it's great. Fit notifications for receiving all the notifications from my smartphone to my Fitbit Surge. So yeah, to receive notifications, so that is like convenience there. I've got Flood as my torrenting application of choice, Flipboard for every now and then news, and I've got Hike and HQ Trivia, which is an amazing application that I've never won in, and I just wish to win in HQ Trivia at least once. I'm really bad at trivia though. Then of course I've got Instagram, Google Keep, LastPass as my password manager. Loopsy is like this motion graphics application. I'll give you a sample. Check it out, it's amazing, I love it. miner gate that I use every now and then for pocket mining. You know, I mine Dashcoin a bit. Motion stills, like live pictures for Android. The My Airtel app for managing my SIM cards, bill, and internet receipts. So yeah, that's there. Then I've got Nova Launcher and a few icon packs like 08 icon pack, the Pixel icon pack, and then we got OLX, which is like the buying and selling application. It's like Craigslist but for India. So there you have it, a good reference. Then of course OneDrive, Facebook Pages Manager, Patreon, which if you guys support me will help the channel improve, so please support me on Patreon. I'll be happy for that. Got PayPal for managing my bank cards, and Paytm for doing the same as well. So PayPal, Paytm, you know, like payment applications. Pocket for managing my bookmarks. Reddit, I'm not the avid Reddit user, but I do use Reddit every once in a while. So that's there. And Socratic, if you've seen this video, or somewhere linked over here, if you've seen this video that I linked to the cards, you might know what Socratic is. I use it for getting answers from my homework, which by the fact is actually pretty amazing, since I can only take the picture of the question and it finds the answer for it. Sort of like Google Lens, but it's better than that. Skyview for checking how at which position everything is, the moon, stars, sun, and all that stuff. The SMS organizer, Share It, SBI Online, all those applications. Yeah, I use a lot of applications, I've heard. So, well, basically that's the main reason that my phone actually slows down. So if I use less applications, it would be faster, but since all the applications that I use are really important to me and really help me out, well, I have nothing to complain. So yeah, that's what's on my phone. That is it, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'd like to consider this as a video that recommends application rather than just a casual video. So I might do this kind of thing every once in a while. My setup might change every once in a while. The apps might not change, possibly. I really don't know about that. But that's it, guys. That wraps it up for this video. Hope you liked it. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on all social media links linked down in the description below. Support me on Patreon, and I'll see you guys later.